Well, it's a way to thank our local veterans for their service to our country. They're Thank a Vet cards that recognize that veterans have been honorably discharged from the military. And joining us this morning, Erie County Clerk Chris Jacobs. What's the correct salutation for the Erie County Clerk? Mr. Clerk?
That sounds great. That sounds great.
How about let's just go with Chris. Thanks for joining us, Chris.
Thank you very much.
We're talking about a discount card here, but how many merchants are involved in this program?
We've grown the program to, we have about 1,300 businesses at this point in time that have signed up. So when we came into office 4 years ago, the program had been started, but it only had about 25 businesses, and a couple other counties close to us had a lot more, and I just thought it was a great idea, and I said, if we're going to have a program, we're going to make it a real program. And we worked very hard reaching out with like a lot of the local chambers of commerce and partnered with them to reach out to their businesses. And once the businesses heard about this was not a hard sell. People, are so committed to our veterans in this community, and they stepped up, and it's up to the business what they want to offer. We don't prescribe it, and they've come up with significant discounts or other benefits that they can offer, anything they can do to provide that gesture and a real economic benefit. So it's been an honor to be involved with the program, and we really do think it's providing a real economic benefit at this point.
Now, if I understand this correctly, before this program, there was really no identification card that they could pull out and say, no, I'm a vet.
Exactly. Let me just say, this program in terms of the clerk's office stems from the clerk's role. We're a record keeper of critical records in the county. We're charged by state law of keeping a copy of the honorable discharge paper of area veterans, usually called the DD 214. As I've been clerk, I've realized how important that is. We get calls very frequently. I want to try to get VA benefits, and I can't find my discharge paper. It's kind of a lengthy process if you want to get a new copy from the military. But if we have it in our records, you can always obtain it. Not a public record, so it can't be given out to anybody but yourself and your family. But we do have it on record and safekeeping. So we said, let's take this a step further and create this program. Now we issue this free picture ID, certifying they're an honorably discharged veteran. But to your point, there's not a universal veteran ID. So if you don't qualify for a VA card, there's nothing there. So we really feel that we've filled a void. And beyond our program, we've heard many stories of veterans who are traveling and find that a restaurant or a golf course has a discount. And if they didn't have this ID, they might have not gotten that discount.
That's amazing. I think it's shocking that the federal government wouldn't be providing something like this, that it falls on the counties.
Exactly. This was something just the counties have kind of come on their own. I know there's been talk in the federal level of passing something and imposing that on the VA. I wouldn't I wouldn't hold your breath because the VA seems to have a lot of challenges, but we're happy to provide I do hope that at some point that does happen, because really a veteran, it is actually surprising that at the moment they're discharged, they're not giving something.
Exactly.
We're talking to Erie County Clerk Chris Jacobs this morning. You may not know that Erie County has over 60,000 veterans. That's incredible.
It is incredible. On a per capita basis, we're one of the most significant per capita in terms of veterans. Our people have served comparably almost any other place around the country. And that's why it's been particularly rewarding to be involved in just this little program, which it provides, I think we're getting to be a significant benefit to the veterans, and also hopefully the gesture that we really do appreciate. And all these businesses have stepped up voluntarily to say thank you.
I'm looking at the list online of all the businesses, and you break it down into categories, and from real estate to lawyers to daycares. I mean, the little things, pet services. I mean, it really it runs the gamut. I mean,
it really does run the gamut. When we came in, we had about 25 businesses. We've grown to a point where you can see we've broken it up into the different sectors. So if you need to get a new appliance, you can look in that section. And what we're also doing, we did a survey last year because we wanted to be accountable. We do expend some governmental resources on this, that this is a value of a program. And we found that we surveyed our veterans in 2015, and we found that on average, veterans were saving about $125 a year. So it was over $1 million economic value because we've issued over 15,000 of these cards. On the flip side, it's about $10 million in value that our veterans have spent on these businesses. And what we're finding is this is the go-to place for our veterans. When they need something, they go first. Like 80% of them go first to this catalog. So it's become also, first and foremost, to help the veterans, but it's also become a buy local initiative with a real economic a multiplier effect there. So it's really quintessential win-win, and we're really proud of you involved with it.
So businesses that do want to get involved in this, where do they sign up?
They can go to our website, which is erie.gov/clerk/thankavet or 858-4737. It's just a very simple one-page form. Typically, a business offers a discount, but other entities, for instance, Karuba Collision offered a free defensive driving course for veterans. Now that translates into significant discount in insurance. So it's really neat how the marketplace responds. I'll tell you, Metro Roberts Realty, a real estate company, does offer a discount, but he went a big step further, and said, Chris, if you hear of any veterans that want to get in the real estate business, I will pay for them to take their training course, their membership for a year into the realtors, and he's gotten several veterans into the real estate business. So that's the kind of exciting thing when you just put an idea out there and it's completely voluntary.
How do we get involved if we're veterans that are listening, that are out there? How do they get involved?
Exactly. Again, the website, erie.gov/clerk/thankavet. You can go on the website. You can see all the businesses, and we also list outreaches. One big thing that we've done in this office, and this has been a theme as clerk, is bringing government to the people as much as I can. We understand it's not always convenient for veterans, a lot of whom are elderly, to come downtown to our offices. So we do 2 outreaches a month at VFW posts, American Legion posts, and we've done over 100 of these over the last 4 years. So you can look to see if we're coming out to your community in the near term. Now, you can always come downtown. We're located at 92 Franklin, Old County Hall on the first floor, and we provide the car any day from 9 to 5. One other thing I wanted to mention, with some advocacy of the clerks around the state, the New York State DMV does now put an icon on your driver's license when you get your new driver's license, and that also can be used for a validation that you're a veteran.